Jacqueline.
Thank
I'm happy to meet you
Thank you.
on Laika TV and Laika Radio. And we are happy to meet you as you are a Sri Lankan beauty queen.
Yes.
When you got the award?
When did I win? I won in 2006.
Okay. And your parents in Sri Lanka or are you born in Sri
My
Lanka?
father is a Sri Lankan and my mother is a Malaysian. And I grew up in Bahrain. So I studied in Bahrain.
But you have never studied in Sri Lanka.
No, I did not study in Sri Lanka.
When you started in the film industry?
I started in the year 2009.
9.
Yes.
Do you have interest in acting at your...
Yes, I did. But growing up in Sri Lanka, the only acting that we could actually ever do was at the Sri Lankan club over there because there was
Sri Lankan club in Bahrain or
Yes, the Sri Lankan club in Bahrain. Because there was actually no theatre or acting or anything in Bahrain, being a Muslim country. And so, but the Sri Lankan club encouraged a lot of, nights where we could do plays and we could do dances and stuff like that. So.
Now tell me about the Sri Lankan club in Bahrain. How many members and what type of people?
Not many. I mean, Bahrain didn't even have an embassy for Sri Lanka up until very recently. So, but I think there must have been about 50 to 60 members.
Okay.
And, so we were all very close and of course, we would visit Sri Lanka like every year to visit our grandparents. But the good thing about the Sri Lankan club was that, we celebrated all the festivals together, and then, we were able to get all the Sri Lankan ingredients. So all the food, so my dad could have his rice and curry. And we would celebrate Sri Lankan New Year. We would do baila dancing all the time over there, and it was really cool.
You studied in Australia, isn't it, Sydney?
Yes, I did.
Which degree you have completed?
Mass communications, mass media and communications.
Okay. And did you go through any learning in acting or?
No, I was never professionally trained as an actor. I came to India and I actually came as Miss Sri Lanka. And they wanted me to do a little bit of modeling, and one certain director had heard of me, I think, through an agency, and heard that I was Miss Sri Lanka and that I was in India at the time. So he wanted to audition me for his film. They were looking for the lead in Aladdin. They were looking for a Jasmine, and so he auditioned me, and that's how I actually got into acting. But it was something I wanted to do. Otherwise, I wouldn't have gone for the audition. And I was really glad that, I didn't think that I would be able to work in Bollywood, but they were very, very accepting and very cool, and it happened.
Now, who introduced you and which film gave you the real name in Bollywood?
What film gave me the real name? I think, from my first film, people were aware that, because Aladdin was a very big film at the time, people were aware that I was part of this film and that I was Miss Sri Lanka, and I'm working in Bollywood now. And then I think the film that really did it for me was not immediately. It took about a good 5 years for me to establish myself in Bollywood, and that was when I did a film called Kick, and that was with Salman. And it was, one of the biggest blockbusters of that time, and it was also one of the biggest films for me. And it was amazing. We ever since then, I think my career was relaunched.
You are here in London with Salman for a sponsored music program.
Yes.
And could you explain the experience of this? And is it your first music program or?
Well, I actually performed in the O2 Stadium about 3 years ago, and it's so funny because Sonakshi was also there with me. Shahid was there. Yo-Yo Honey Singh was there. And now, 3 years later, I'm performing again at the O2 for this Laika event, the Bang Tour. And it's great because it's the first time I'm touring with Salman. And I'm really, really happy to be here. It's always fun. I think he always puts together the right team. Everyone knows how to have a good time here and have great, have a lot of fun. And at the end of the day, entertain our fans. Salman has a lot of fans in the UK. He's not been here for the past 9 years. So everyone's just looking forward to him performing, and I'm looking forward to performing for all his fans as well.
We in Sri Lanka, the singular cine field has excellent directors and actors.
Of course it does.
And could you tell me some of them?
So I
Do you
actually
like to
haven't-
act in a singular film?
I
Do you have any
actually did.
ideas?
I haven't actually acted in a Sinhala film. I've acted in a Sri Lankan film. There's one director who I really, really like, and his film was, it's a film that, probably is one of my favorite films from Sri Lanka, and it's called Buongiorno Italiano by Buddhi Kirtisena. And it's such an amazing, it's an old film, it must be from like 2002 or 2001. It's a really, really beautiful Sinhalese film, but I have not acted in a Sinhalese film. I've worked in a Sri Lankan film directed by a Sri Lankan director, Chandran, and shot in Sri Lanka, and it was called According to Matthew. And but no, I haven't received a script just yet in Sinhalese.
Are you fluent in Sinhala language?
No. My father keeps making fun of me. And I'm so bad at it. But right now, I said, Dad, listen, my bread and my butter right now is in Bollywood, so just let me concentrate on my Hindi.
What are your new projects in Hollywood?
In Bollywood.
Bollywood.
Hollywood's next. No, so in Bollywood, my next is, actually this month, I'm releasing a film called Judua Part 2. The original was the film that Salman did 20 years ago. And coming up in March next year will be Drive, which is a film with Sushant Singh Rajput, and it's directed by Tarun Mansukhani. And immediately after that, it's another film with Salman, and it's called Race 3.
And we most of the Tamils would like to see you at Tamil films in South Indian cine field. Do you have any ideas?
I would love to. Maybe we should tell Laika, as they're producing so many films, that it's time that we do a Tamil film together.
Wish you all the best.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.